Hey guys, welcome back to my blog. Welcome back to a brand new video. So it's been a while since I've last done a video. My last video was staying sane in isolation, and my last blog post was when the whole George Floyd and Black Lives Matter was going on. So this time I'm back with a new video. This video is just a life update 2.0. Catchy, I know. So I'm just gonna update you guys on what's been going on since my last blog post and since my last video post, and yeah, because a lot's happened with me and the world and the community and the surroundings. So yeah, let's get into it. Let me update you guys with how work has been going for me. So obviously I've been working from home since March, and it's been okay. Like, I think I've finally kind of got used to working at home now, because I feel like this is going to be the new norm of work life. But I do occasionally go into the office, or like either on my night shifts or my day shifts, what we call day shifts at the office, because now they're trying to ease people back into work. It's been fine, I guess. We're kind of having to adapt to this new kind of working from home, and basically dealing with stuff remotely, because obviously not everything I could what I could do at work in the office I can't do at home, because I'm very limited. But it's going good. I'm just grateful that I still have a job, because I know a lot of people, well, not a lot, but I know some people's lost their jobs, or they're still not working, they're still furloughed, and it's crazy. Life has been crazy these past 7 months. Kind of miss going into the office, because I'm not gonna lie, working from home at first I was like, oh yeah, like yes, I have to wake up so early for when I do my 7 shifts, and yeah, it's like, yeah, I can just be at home, comfort in my own home and stuff like that. But then after a while, like, my back started to hurt, like my body started to hurt. I started to feel a bit more tired, because I think I was kind of just stuck inside. So what I will, like, obviously when the gym were closed, I started to do home workouts, as well as go on like daily walks, because there's a park not far from my house. So I've been like, so whenever I have my break, I would just go on my daily walks, and those helped with my back, like my physical health. It helped, it improved. I don't get as much backaches as I used to, because obviously at home I don't have a proper office. I'm working from the bedroom. I don't have like no desk, or like the chairs that are work at work where they're nice and comfortable. So yeah, I've kind of just learned how to adapt and feel comfortable working at home, because obviously I still do my 12-hour shifts, so it's not like I do 9 to 5 at home. I do 7 to 7 or 10 to 10, so it's a long day, and working from home it feels even longer. Also, like, they're making sure they're following procedures and everyone's safe, so like all this temperature checks we have to do and stuff, which I suppose, reassures people who don't feel comfortable coming back while everything's still going on. But yeah, I'm happy to work from home or go into the office, because sometimes I'm happy that, yes, I can get out, I can go into the office, I can actually go somewhere, and yeah. So, but I've come to realization this is probably going to be the new norm. It's been a year since I've been at Sky. Well, obviously a bit over a year, because we're in September now. But yeah, it's flown by. It feels like I've been there for like ever, but I haven't. I still want to code, don't get me wrong. I'm still, on that path. I just don't know where to look at the moment. Like, I'm kind of stuck. Like, at work, Sky's doing some, like, they do, is it called software developer or something like that? So they do a scheme, but obviously since the whole pandemic and working from home, it's kind of been put on pause, and it kind of doesn't really go with my work schedule, my work shifts. But I'm still looking, as well as looking for outside source. So if anybody knows any good coding for beginners, or course or something that, you know, can put me on the right path into coding, please let me know. Like, really, 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 this is something career wise I really want to do. So yeah, next update with me is health and fitness. You know, it's very important, especially I feel like since this whole virus happened, it's kind of opened my eyes even more. Obviously before the virus I kind of got back into going to the gym and stuff and getting myself fit again, because obviously last year when I was at M&S, like towards when I left, like physically I did not like the way I looked. Obviously I put on a little bit of weight, and obviously for years I've always wanted to put on a bit of weight in certain areas, but this time the weight just came all together, and I was like, oh my god, like I literally, certain clothes I could not fit into no more, and certain things I wore I just didn't look good. I didn't look like the way I looked. I stopped wearing certain things because I just didn't feel comfortable. So I thought to myself, no, I have to change. I need to change something. And one of it was going back to the gym. So obviously I was going to the gym prior to the lockdown. Then the lockdown happened, so I had to do a lot of working from home workouts. Which was like, oh, but then I found a really good app called Sweat. I found the lady, her Instagram on, I found her on Instagram. Then she had a working out app called Sweat, SWEAT. You have to pay monthly, or you can pay 6 months or yearly, but it's really good for someone like me who needs motivation. Like, I need to be told, oh, this is what you're doing today, you're doing this amount of reps, blah 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 blah, just to help me get me into the routine. So it's £15 a month, but personally I think it's worth it. Me going on walks has helped with my stamina a lot more. I can, like, I don't get out of breath quickly, so obviously once they reopened the gym I started to run on the treadmill, and I can run on the treadmill now for a good maybe more than 10 minutes without feeling out of breath or getting tired. So that's a big achievement. And also strength workout is like maybe 35 to 45 minutes. So I would aim to work out at least 5 days a week, whether that is going for a walk or going to the gym or home workouts. So I've seen a lot of improvements. I lift weights as well as do a lot of high intensity interval training. So basically you do like quick workouts in a small amount of time, but listen, I've seen an improvement from when I first started working out. So especially strength wise, I feel a lot stronger in my arms as well as in my legs. See, it's still the beginning, I've still got a long way to go, but I'm getting there. I've finally found a routine, and yeah, I'm happy. Like, yeah, especially because I drive everywhere, like I don't get as much exercise, but I'm determined to get myself into shape, just, you know, be a bit healthier. Diet wise, I know I need to improve my diet, but it's really hard, especially coming from a black household. It's really, 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 really hard to give up on certain things and being strict. Like, I try to be strict, I try to stop eating after a certain time, but that doesn't help sometimes. But I'm still learning. I still a work in progress. We are post lockdown. Well, we've been post lockdown for a while now, since July, but it was my birthday not long ago. Yes, I turned 25, and I'm still even looking younger. But as I said, I'm taking it as a compliment, because You know, when I'm 50, I hope I look like this when I'm 50 years old. Yeah, I turned 25 back in August. So prior to the lockdown, I always said for my 25th, I wanted to do a big birthday bash, you know. I've never really had a party. I've had like barbecues and gatherings and all sorts and gone places, but I said a party, definitely 25 is a must. And obviously lockdown happened. I was like, oh my gosh, because initially I wanted to do it in like a bar, because I wanted everybody, any and everybody can turn up. If you are on good, anyone was on good vibes and wanted a party, cool, come along. But then lockdown happened, and then I was like, oh my gosh. But in the back of my mind, I was still like, you know what, your birthday's in August, hopefully things might calm down by then and things might open up. So back in my mind, I was still saying, you know what, I still had the party. I did not have no backup plan. It was a must. Like, regardless, I was gonna find a way to have a party. Did end up having a party, which was good, because obviously as August came, the lockdown kind of eased. It allowed that bars and clubs and restaurants and stuff, shops opened up more. I had a barbecue slash party, which was really good. And it's such a shame I did not film anything, because I was just literally running around. Prior to the party, I had to like organize it, buy all the drinks, all the food, sort out decoration. Obviously I held it in my auntie's house, so I had to sort out the living room, the garden. And when the day came, it was just, I was still running around on the day, so I forgot to bring my camera, and I was so upset. And even during the party, I didn't even get to film that much. I took lots of pictures and stuff, you've seen from my Instagram, but I'm just so upset I didn't get to film. I'm just so upset, because it was such a good party. It was a good turnout. Everybody had a good time. All my friends and family had a good time. Even the strangers I didn't know had a good time. We partied from sundown to sunrise and it was hot, guys. When I mean my cake melted the next day, like it was that hot, literally. But I had a good time, my sister had a good time, all my guests had a good time, and the food was great, drinks were popping, you know. Coronavirus couldn't stop me from celebrating my 25th. No. Thankful that I'm alive, I'm healthy-ish, well, I'm okay. And I got to sit with my sister, and we all had a good time and a blast, and something that I'm always gonna remember. So yeah, I feel like during this whole like lockdown and the virus, I've had a lot of blessings, and it's mad, because obviously it's like, you'd think this is the time everyone needs to save money, we need to like but you know, this virus was kind of like a blessing in disguise for me. And the reason why I say this is because I was able to achieve a few things this year that I set out I wanted to achieve, and I've done it. Such as I was able to get a new car. Oh my god, this is going to be my car until many years, whenever I'm ready to upgrade to a bigger car. So that was one aim, because the Mini, she done me good for the 4 or 5 years I had her, but it was time to upgrade. I always said once I was financially stable, I had a full-time job, then yeah. So yeah, so I was able to get a new car, so I'm part of the Audi gang now. Yes, I really wanted a Mini, but the new plate Minis are expensive, so I had to just result in the Audi. But I'm not complaining, she is beautiful. She's beautiful. I was also able to buy a new camera, hence why, you know, I might be looking like crystal clear, and you know, like, ooh. Sorry guys, I'm looking in the camera. Yeah, so I bought a new camera. Literally, it was when I was on my night shift, I saw the camera, and obviously as I said, during this lockdown, I was able to save a lot of money because I weren't traveling to work, I wasn't going out, I wasn't buying unnecessary things because there was nowhere to go or nothing to do for me to spend my money. So you know what? I said, fuck it. I just bought it. Like, you know, I've been saying I wanted a new camera, and yeah, here we go. Last but not least, I just wanted to touch on the Black Lives Matter situation, because obviously it's kind of calmed down. Obviously stuff are still spiking up in America, but I feel like we shouldn't all forget what's going on, what really is, like, obviously the death of George Floyd kind of like sparked everything that was happening prior to his death, even after his death. So I'm not happy that how it happened and but I'm happy that, you know, it got people thinking, like, especially all these big organizations, these big broadcasts, like for instance Sky, they're like trying to pledge to be more diverse for their employees as well as their customers. And also it's which, like, yes, I'm happy to hear that all these companies and businesses are trying to, you know, support Black lives and but it's like, don't just do it for the sake of, because that's what's going on and you don't want to look bad and you don't want people that, why you're not doing nothing. It has to be something that you have to be committed to do for the rest of the time we're on this earth, because I feel like this is going to be an ongoing issue that us Black people are going to face, whether it's in jobs, in school, economic life, social life, in our community, abroad. We go through so many different issues and people just don't get it. And obviously I'm happy now that there's a lot of stuff out there. There's always been stuff out there for people, for everyone to, like, you know, gain some knowledge about, but obviously people don't really care, because if it's not highlighted in the news, they don't really care. If it's not happening in front of them or around them, they don't really care. And it's a shame, because as I said, when this whole virus was going on, we all managed to pull together and do help out. So when all these innocent lives are being killed by these white policemen and white people who don't like Black people or just want to harm Black people or or non-Black people for the sake of, because it's fun, or deep down you've got some hatred for non-white people, it's sad. Like, you're still gonna have people out there doing that. And I feel like if you're a non-Black person, you feel like what is going on is not settling, or it's like you want to make a change or a difference. As I said, start small. Starting small could be just researching, like gaining some knowledge of the history that Black people experience in America as well as in England and abroad in different countries. Because as I said, in lots of different places, Black people experience so much different stuff that you would never think happens. Even myself, from young, from when I've been at uni and before that, I've always been interested in Black history, like my Black history, from my parents and my grandparents and their fourth parents and Black people in whole. Because as I said, like in school they just teach you about the little bit of Black history that happens in America, but they don't teach you about Black history that happened in England, because England, as I said, is not innocent. The only thing I learned about back in the days in secondary school for Black History Month was watching Roots. Well, that's all I done was watch Roots. That's it. As I got older, I had to take things in my own hand, do my own reading, do my own research, and you'll be surprised how much stuff that's happened years ago is why certain things the way they are. Or like, if people don't know where to start, knowledge, information is a starting point. And from when you have some type of knowledge or understanding, then you can start having conversations. Because there's no point me having conversations with someone that's not Black and explaining them why this and this is that and I can't explain it to my own self. So yeah, as a race, as a human race, we all need to take responsibility and look after one another. At the end of the day, when we all bleed red. I just wanted to kind of update you guys on how life has been for me, and all sorts, and my next plan or move. I'm still focused planning my next move, but yeah, I've got some ideas in my head that I really want to execute. I'm going to execute them. It just takes time, the right time. It will happen in the right time, and yeah. So yeah. So thank you guys for watching and listening to me blabber on, and I hope to have some new content for you guys soon. I will say this, and then I don't end up, but yeah. Thank you for watching. See you guys soon. Bye.